Yo, what's happening and welcome back to AT Vlogs. It's been a few interesting days since my last post. Since then, I've actually launched a new Instagram page where I post and sell t-shirt designs and stuff like that. So far, I've done over 6 to 7 t-shirt designs over there. I'm slowly just trying to build the page and everything like that. Unfortunately, I haven't made any sales yet. I've also actually been posting a few of those designs right here on the YouTube community. I've actually seen some of you guys interacting with the posts and liking and stuff like that, which is something that I really appreciate, because this means that you're seeing and interacting with my community posts. One of the few things you may notice is how I actually tried to make everything feel connected, and I did that using this interesting background right here. It sort of looks like a tile of some sort with an interesting intricate pattern on it and stuff like that. It makes the page feed look good and everything like that. These are just some of the few resources that I've actually used, that I actually got from this interesting new website that I've actually been meaning to share with you guys, since I've actually been using a lot of the resources I actually found there for my t-shirt designs as well. And another thing that you're actually going to notice is the change in my t-shirt mockups. I actually went from just the regular white and black t-shirt mockup, and the mockup on this t-shirt is different from the ones that I've been using prior. And the funny thing is that it was really easy to actually find these mockups. I know in my past videos I've actually tried to share a few videos about where you can find interesting t-shirt mockups and stuff like that, but with this method it's way easier.
You say that one more time, I'm gonna...
All you gotta do is just hop on Pinterest, and once you go over there, you just gotta search this search name right here, guys. And once you're in there, all you gotta do is just write this on the search bar, press search, and you're going to find these mockups. And what's interesting about this search is that once you actually start clicking and interacting with these different mockups, you actually get even more different mockups that are related to that mockup as well. So what you gotta do is just take the mockup, put it into something like Photoshop or something related like Canva or something like that, and just remove the background, add a little bit of noise, sharpen it, and also remove the tag name from the t-shirt as well. Try to do something immersive and creative, like adding a shadow, adding a cool background just like I did, and then from there on you're done. All you just gotta do is put your mockup right on top of the t-shirt and you're ready to go. You're ready to advertise whatever it is that you actually want to use the mockup for, or maybe you're just trying to use it as a template to show designs that you're actually selling, just like I am. So another cool interesting thing that I actually found on that website were fonts as well. There were a lot of fonts that I actually used on these different t-shirt designs right here. There were a lot of cool free fonts, and these are fonts that you usually see them trending, or you usually see a lot of brands actually using them, but you actually don't know the name of the font or where you can actually get the font. Or usually what happens is, even if you actually do find the name of the font, usually you're just going to end up on your site like 1,000 fonts, stuff like that. This is going to be our little best known kept secret on this channel right here. So yeah, man, do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. Another thing that I actually used on my t-shirt as well from the website were the chrome chains. I really actually found them really interesting. I actually incorporated them in this t-shirt design right here. I mean, look at this t-shirt design, guys. This is really cool. So yeah, man, this was after trying to get my groove back and just trying to get my vibe back when it comes to t-shirt design, because you can actually see the progress after each and every t-shirt design. I actually started with this t-shirt design right here, and you can actually tell that I was a little bit rough for the majority of this year. Since January, I haven't really been focusing a whole lot on t-shirt designing. I've only just been focusing on videos that can actually help you guys when it comes to your brand as well. So as you can see on this design, I actually used the chrome chain, and I also used the font as well that I actually got from the website. So yeah, some of the things I actually didn't get from the website, such as the dog head that you can see right here. I did a lot of heavy editing when it came to this dog head right here, because I just wanted to get it right. I actually used the chains in a very interesting way. I used them as a border around the dog head right here, because I didn't like the way the dog head looked, without anything, just sort of like obscuring the outer lines of the image right there. So I actually found an interesting way to use the chain, sort of like to wrap around the dog head, and also to go into the font right there. So next step on this design, as you can see right here, I made use of the chrome barbed wire. I also used one of these interesting fonts, as you can see right here, the one in purple. It's sort of like a bubble type font. It sort of like shines and stuff like that. So yeah, this was a really interesting font, and I was surprised when I actually found it. So one thing I would say maybe might be an issue for you on this website is that the download file size is a little bit big, but the quality that you're actually going to get from these resources, guys, is damn near premium. So I made use of the barbed wire right there. I sort of like used it to wrap around the head, and I also used it as a border around the sculpture as well. Now I didn't get the sculpture figurine woman thing from the website that was outsourced, but everything else was sort of like something that I actually got from the website. Starting from the interesting shiny bubble type font and also the barbed wires. And I also constantly try to, you know, stay creative when it comes to sort of like the wording of my designs and stuff like that. Something that I'm actually going to go into, because one thing that you also gotta consider when you're selling designs is, you know, the message that you're actually portraying on the design. People don't like to stress themselves about, you know, going around trying to figure out what type of cool message they can put on the t-shirt. If they're actually buying the design from you, they already want it to be dope looking and everything like that, and all they want to do is just put the brand name on the t-shirt and it's ready to go, it's ready to print and sell. It's sort of like contradictory, because, you know, it's like holy but then bandit as well, you know, stuff like that. Something that's really cool and also, you know, brings out that streetwear vibe to it. And also going back to the design I was talking about with the K9 dog, is that, you know, I actually used ChatGPT to actually create that little message down there. Be like a K9 with a fearless mentality, confident in your abilities, fiercely loyal to your pack, and always ready to face any challenges head on. I can't remember exactly what I actually typed into ChatGPT, but I say something along the lines of write a K9 motivational quote right there, something like that. One of the few poets that I really like is Charles Bukowski.
If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind. Go all the way.
So I prompted ChatGPT to write me a quote as Charles Bukowski about the human hand. So as you can see right here, I placed it on top of the handprint, and I also used a really creative way to change the font. It actually goes from blue to white, because the whole quote wouldn't be exactly visible if I actually hadn't done that. It also adds sort of like a design element to the t-shirt. So the quote actually reads, "Our hands touch the world and the world touches back. In their grasp we find love, pain and lack." That's really cool, you know, it's really cool, it's fresh, it's new, and all you gotta do is just prompt ChatGPT to write you a quote with your favorite artist, with your favorite poet, and just make sure that it's something that's related to the t-shirt design that you're actually designing. So if it's maybe something that's going to go on top of a flower design, if it's a quote that's going to be related to, I don't know, the planet, social, political, whatever it can be, crime, war, whatever, just make sure that the quote is related to whatever it is that you actually design, and ChatGPT is going to give you some really creative results, man. So this is one of the many designs where I've used ChatGPT to help me when it comes to coming up with interesting quotes to put on t-shirts and stuff like that. So as you can see on this design, it reads, "The only cost is your sanity." So I really tried to, you know, make everything communicate with each other on this design. Pretty much all the details up to the smallest design right here, as you can see, where I actually placed in a bunch of loves in the jar designs and stuff like that. I actually didn't get this design just the way it looked. I did a few changes to it. So these are the type of designs which you can get from Pinterest. Once again, guys, it changes from something that can be struck down as copyright, guys, because you did a few changes to it. So yeah, another very honorable mention is a design that I also made, and it's also available on the page right there. This is a design that, you know, it just sort of came to me. I didn't really know what I was actually going to do with this design, but in the end I really liked the outcome of this design, guys. And as you can see right on at the top there, it actually says Ometa, but it's Italian, Spanish. I don't know if I'm actually pronouncing it right, but it just means like you know, an oath of like not snitching, like you ain't snitching, you know, that's just an oath. So yeah.
Okay. That's St. Peter, my family's saint. Now as that card burns, so may your soul burn in hell if you betray your friends and the family. Now rub your hands together like this and repeat after me. May I burn in hell.
May I burn in hell
If I betray my friends.
if I betray my friends.
Congratulations.
That was something that I was really proud of, sort of inserted it right there, you know. And as usual, you know, I found this really cool image right here, and I actually transformed it, you know, into something that was, you know, fitting for this design right here. It's one thing for me to just come out here and just sell you t-shirt designs, but I think it's really helpful if I'm also sharing, resources and ways in which I design my t-shirts and stuff like that, because it builds the community. And even though maybe right now you're not really familiar with any designing platform, but to actually see just how these designs get made and stuff like that, it might motivate you to get up and start trying to watch some tutorial videos about how you can start doing it yourself. But it also saves you a lot of time by outsourcing designs and stuff like that. Feel free to also DM me if you saw any design right here that you might like. This is also a shameless plug. I'm actually just plugging myself. So yeah, just head over to the page, hit follow, and maybe in the future I might drop a design that you may be interested in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out of here.